The title of this review is not meant as a pun for the entire movie. No. Not literally, I was speechless for a few days after watching Shape of Water because I just don't get a lot of things. I just don't understand a lot of things. Like, I don't get how this movie wins several Oscars. Not because the movie is bad, but it's just I just hope I can tell you my reasoning and my mind won't blank when I do it. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Myra and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day. If don't, I hope this movie review would at least makes your day a little bit better. If you have to roast me, then do roast me. If that makes you feel better, why not? Because I'm sure because of Shape of Water, we would have a lot of different ideas, a lot of different expectations, and of course a lot of differences in the interpretation as well. Oh, but if you haven't, please don't forget to click my bell button besides my subscribe button so you'll be notified if I upload something new. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this, but please remember that this is my personal review. I am not a professional reviewer in any way. I only review movies that are dear to my heart, that makes me feel a certain way. It might not be a good movie according to others, but the movies that I reviewed might be good for me. Now, this is one of those movies that are amazing to everyone else, yet even though it has its charms, the magic just doesn't seem to affect me somehow. Hold your horses, don't click that X button just yet. Hear me out. Who knows, you might even understand my point of view and ended up seeing the movie from a different perspective. Just hold on there. The movie is set on 1960s and our main character is a mute mate working in a top secret research facility. Her best friend is her neighbor, an illustrator who happened to be gay. Her life is quite bland until a mysterious tank came along in the room she usually cleans. She learns that there's a unique and somewhat inhuman creature inside of it, trapped after it was being caught by a hunter or gatherer of certain weird things, I guess. Anyway, she befriended this creature and she learned that he is incapable of compassion and understanding. However, the hunter himself didn't think so. Also, there's another person of interest who is an American doctor but turns out to be a Soviet spy who learns that the creature should not be dead because he is worth much more when living. Mix those people together, you get this movie. The protagonists get their happy ending eventually, which is good, but yeah, that's the gist of the movie. You just have to watch the movie to find out more. Now, I don't know where to start, so I just going to dive into it. The beginning is quite intriguing, listening to the narrator talking about some questions that might not have answers until you watch to the very end, which is what happened. We learn about Eliza's daily routine, how her friendship with the illustrator was, how her life is just bland until she meets basically the love of her life. But here's the thing. The love of her life is half human and half fish. I do not know. Okay. Yes, they are very sweet to each other and clearly care for one another, but my mind just can't process how a human can fall in love with a fish. I'm saying this in the nicest way possible, but I just cannot fathom this relationship. I'm trying to register it in my brain for quite some time, but I just can't. So here she is, wanting to be together with an amphibian male something, and it just doesn't fit in my head. However, this movie does teach a lot about things that doesn't have anything to do with human fish, so I will try my best to overlook what I did just say, even though it was a big part. Secondly, the pacing of the story is amazing. We get to see how each character's evolved, and we learn of all the characters inside and outside. We see what made them tick, or what made them do certain things. Eliza is the most magnificent one to me because she went from being this timid person and living in moderation to a fearless woman fighting for what she believed in, for something that believed in her as well, and will do whatever it takes to do that. And we see much more character evolution here, both good and bad. Good evolution is like Eliza, the illustrator, and the Soviet spy. Even though the last one died in the end, the bad evolution, and by this I mean the character went to a downward spiral, is of course Richard Strickland, the hunter that I talked about in the synopsis. Yeah, he didn't have the best changes throughout this movie. And I remember the scene where it broke my heart so much when I see how Eliza tried to convince Giles, which is the name of the illustrator, to help her smuggle the amphibian person outside of the facility. She doesn't speak much, but I can see the emotions, how raw it was. And even though, as I said, her being with the fishman kind of turns me off, I can relate to her here. Also, even though this is a drama movie and not horror, I can still see some gore. Especially when it comes to Strickland's spin finger. Oh, that's just made me cringe by a lot. And then the shooting of the agent as well. I tried to watch it, but I couldn't. So I ended up closing my eyes a lot. And well, I do more cringing. But with all the gore aside, I remember that we can also see the subtle changes in Eliza. How she expressed herself better after her relationship with the person evolves, improves. She wears red more, and then she has much more self-confidence. Even cursing in sign language, which I did learn for a little bit, now I already forgot, and it was awesome. As for the characters, I think they are the bread and butter in this movie. Besides from the score, of course, which is still magnificent, the evolutions are very vivid, and I get to enjoy the changes separately, which means I can understand them more deeply. So if I have to pick favorites, I would choose Eliza because she has the greatest evolution, and I do not have the least favorite. Not even Strickland, because I get to see him change too, only in reverse. And I know this movie has so many awards and is praised as one of the best movie of all time. But to be honest, aside from what I've told you, I do not get to enjoy the movie that much. The gore gets me and lets me some kind of horrible chill down my spine. The chemistry between the girl and the amphibian person is a blatant turn off for me. What I can really appreciate is only the character's evolution. So, should you watch this movie? From my standpoint, I do not think so. Maybe it's best to wait for it and watch it on demand rather than spending your money to watch it on the theaters, which I did. But then again, please remember, I do not know jack shoot about movies. I am not a professional movie critic in any way, and I do not have the goal for it. I only review movies because it catches my attention. I like it, I hate it, it's my own personal opinion, and I am being honest here. I do not like Shape of Water that much. But is it a horrible movie so bad that no one should watch it? No. It is still acceptable to many, and who knows, maybe you will like it too. So, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you don't hate me for saying this, or maybe for not understanding what the meaning of the movie is. I only speak based on my review, my opinion. If you have a different opinion, do let me know, comment below. Like, what do you feel after you watch this movie? Do you feel certain stuff? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Just comment below and let me know. I would love to hear your opinion. And if you do like this movie review, or if you do like this video and want to see more of it, please drop a comment again. Of course, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. They are in my description below. Thank you again so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time. Bye!